Welcome everyone. My name is Vikas and I'm here to talk about a problem that is available in Web Technologies Lab JNTUH Hyderabad under R13 regulation. The first problem statement goes like this. Write a HTML page including any required JavaScript that takes a number from one text field in the range of 0 to 999 and shows it in another text field in words. If the number is out of range, it should show out of range, and if it is not a number, it should show not a number message in the result box. So this is the problem statement, and that is why I gave the name of this particular problem as number to word conversion. I'm converting a number given to its respective words format. So if I try to design this particular problem into a expected output, let us say, then this is my expected output. This is the basic design of my page where I'm having two text fields. One text field receives numbers, another text field is a result text field where I can say the input output. I mean, if I let us say I gave the value as 259 as the input, then when I click submit, it gives me the exact word formation of this particular 259 as 259. And there is another two different cases where it is like, let us see it one by one. The number of cases in this particular problem statement is, first of all, whether we have to check whether the number is a number or whether it is not a number. As in our previous slide, you have seen that if I give a value like 5, FIVE is basically group of characters. It is a string basically, and it is not a number. So if I give such an input, there should be a message something like not a number. And if I give a number which is within the range, then it should tell me the exact value. And what could be the other case? The other case is if the value is a number, then we have to check whether the number is within the range or it is out of range. So in our diagram, if we see, if I give a value like 1000, which is out of range, it should give me this value. So out of range can also be considered as a less than 0 value, that is negative value. If I give a negative value, it should give me the output as out of range. So let us go through some HTML code. Let us develop HTML code for this particular program. I'm using Notepad++ for this purpose. Let us write some basic code. It starts with HTML, and let me save it first. I'm going to save it under program1 folder. I'm going to call it as num2word.html. And now here inside I have another code like head, and I have body tags. Under head tag I can have another title tag, and for this particular title I'm going to give the same name, number to word conversion. And under body tag I'm going to have form. As you know, we need a form to generate text field kind of things. Input type equal to text, and another input type equal to text again, and next input tag is a button type. I need two text fields and a button. That's it. Save, and let's go back to our Word document, browser. Here I'm going to execute that particular program. That program is available in this particular folder. So I'm going to execute this num2word file, and this is the output of the program. I'm having two text fields and one button. But the problem with this particular button is it does not have a name. Okay, so we are going to add some name to it, and it is format in the format we have seen in the PPT. So let me go back to my code. I'm going to add a BR tag, let us say here, which adds me which sends the next input tag to the next line maybe. So execute it again, and you can see that's good. Now go back to the code again. I'm going to add some value to the button. I'm going to give a name basically. Value attribute gives a name to that particular button or to that particular field. Okay, let us go back to the code, execute it again, and this looks a little bit beautiful. Now if I want to say, let us say I want to make my second text field a little bigger than the previous one, then I have an attribute called size, and here I can supply a value which tells how much pixels wider that particular text field should be. So let us say when I execute this program again, as you can see, the second text field looks a little bigger than the first text field. Going back to the code again, I want to add some more gap between each text field. So I'm going to add another break tag. Here it goes. Now let us save it and go back to the program of execution, and let us execute it again. And this is our basic code. And still this particular execution is not good enough. Why? Because for the user does not know which text field means what. So let me add some description. Let's say I will say this is number, and this is in words, let us say. Okay, that's cool. Let's execute it again, and this is what it means. Okay, let us add some more information so that it looks much more cooler to the user. Let me add a p tag, which is nothing but a paragraph tag, and under paragraph tag I'm going to write just type in a number in the first text field and click submit. Cool now? So let us save it, go back to the execution, execute it again, and that looks pretty much cool. Now user has a very clear understanding about what to do and where to do. That's about the design part of the program. This is the basic HTML part, which gives us the design of how the program should look. Thank you.